You are now listening to Vigilantes-Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius-Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius-Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio, and I am your host, Deanie. All right, so I must say, you may hear sirens going off in the background. It's because we're in a tornado storm at this moment. We lost power about 30 minutes ago and just got it back. So we are here. We didn't get blown away. Praise God for that. But so that is what's going on in my background, just in case you hear some sirens and some chaos. That's just Mother Nature doing its thing. So no worries there. We'll be doing our thing. And before we bring our guest on, I do want to say, when the challenge first comes along, it looks to be overwhelming. And then, you must get past it, so you do what you can. And day after day, you do what you can, when you can, as well as you know how, and something amazing begins to happen. What you can begin, and what begins to be more than what you could, you learn, you experience, and sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail, and most of all, you grow. It's a part of life, just like, riding a bike and falling off and scraping your knee. It's all a part of learning how to balance yourself and do wonderful tricks if you ever get to that level. But it's levels to that, it's levels to be able to pedal up a hill without standing up on your bike. Oh yeah, I was one of those kids that did that, but it was levels to get there, doing it every day. And anyway, I'm getting off, but what you can begin is be more. Well, I'll put it this way. You learn, you experience, and sometimes, like I said, you succeed. And at the beginning, it doesn't seem like enough, but with enough persistence, it becomes more. What once seemed difficult, if you do it enough times, it'll become so easy. What once seemed awkward and uncomfortable becomes natural and even graceful. Taking on like a difficult challenge can bring about a great accomplishment, but it can bring so very much more. And in challenge, there is strength to be gained. There are lessons to be learned. There is a kind of nourishment that cannot be delivered in any other kind of way. If the challenge seems a bit too overwhelming, that's the one you want. Take it on and let it pull you up. Do what you can do again and again, and what you can do will truly amaze you. Just try to go to the gym. Start with 5 pounds. Do that until it just becomes like, oh man, this is lame and boring. Go up to 10 pounds, 15, 20, 25, 50 when you're starting to sweat. But hey, you can do it. It's in you. You're still pumping it. You want to go higher and higher until you find out what you're made of and what you're not made of. That's the key, to keep on going, to keep on pumping until you get to the point that you want to say, yes, it is good. Take that from me, Coach Deanie. That is my word, and word is bond.
Access, a minority-run nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting survivors of domestic violence and sexual abuse. Our prevention division educates the public on healthy relationships, consent, and boundaries, while our recovery division provides support and resources after trauma. We offer workshops and coaching to individuals worldwide, helping them navigate complex issues and reclaim their power. We believe in the power of education and conversation. Our interdisciplinary approach challenges societal norms and empowers individuals to live authentically and purposefully. With the guidance of our accredited coaches, you can overcome obstacles, achieve your goals, and create the future you desire. Don't wait to take control of your life and your sexuality. Visit our website, Sex.org, to learn more about our services and how you can get involved.
New York, 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 New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Know the code of the streets in New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Don't come without your team.
I'm anticipating, waiting on they faces, shit. Ready to rotate their brains so they wasting bits. I got a New York better, cause they all too tasty. I got money, no time wasted. I come to bake it, lay it open, bag it up and case it. Distributed throughout the New York population. Had to walk in a small box, cracked out and pasted. You might as well put that gun to your head and blow spaces. Statistic to suicide cases. You caught up in the wrong places with unfamiliar faces, but known Palo relations. We get crazy like Jamaicans and Haitians. I come to aim it, put blood upon your pavement and you walk away. Sacrifice a goat to the gods and we don't have to spread. But if you won't get funky, then load them up anyway. Today will be the day you could be a king of palm. But what would you find with a fucking slug in your mind?
In New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Know the code of the streets in New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Don't come without your team.
We crush codes and bring forth diamonds. And making sure a whole team is shining like them fucking diamonds. And I don't work, we put them on to extortion. Tell them to knock these dealers up like an abortion. Cut this weight like a surgeon. Or fuck the game like a virgin. Get drunk off the bourbon, let them see the killer in your eyes. When your cash rise, lift them up to the skies. Build your enterprise on the lies of these tough guys. So why they wanna come around our way and get slayed in the worst way? Blood on the front page of Newsday. We leaving body parts lying in the bag. And you can act like that man and get your whole head cut away from a nut. We hit sluts and break them down like cocaine. The price of my fame is a bullet in a brain. I'm insane for the pain. I come to rock on anybody's block. New York, we lead them bodies out to rot high. Yeah.
In New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Know the code of the streets in New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Don't come without your team.
New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. New York City, yeah. Don't come without your team. SemiDev. What's up? It's for Uptown. Palo World. Brooklyn, Queens. Bronx. Staten Island. Long Island. And New York City.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL, that's Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Deanie. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, arts, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. You know, the ones that were out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for an auditory expedition like no other with the electrifying SemiDev. This isn't just a band, it is a movement blending hip-hop, rock, R&B, and spoken word into a potent cocktail of provocative lyrics and genre-defying sounds, with the rebel persona that echoes the boldness of Public Enemy and a deep dive into the mystic world. SemiDev stands as a unique covenant of musical high priests. Their latest release, New Beginnings, is actually a mixtape compilation. You can get that on Spotify. Released by What's Up is Below Entertainment, so make sure you check that out. It's out right now, and it's not just an album. I personally believe it's a manifesto. It's a little chill, and it's called New Beginnings, so prepare to be challenged, inspired, and utterly captivated by the raw, unfiltered energy of SemiDev. And with that, let's invite them to the show. Yo, what is up, welcome.
What's up, Houdini?
What's happening, Cap?
Glad to be back on the show. Glad to be back on the show with you, man.
Yeah. How's it been going?
Man, it's been going pretty good, man, but last time we spoke, I told you I was putting together 2 mixtape albums. Now, we did do Platinum Status, which is up on Spotify, with features of Cameron, Jadakiss, Gucci Man. It's a fat album. But after those features, I was like, I got to put it together a double album for What's Up is Below, consisting of all 4 artists bringing a hot EP to each artist. So that's how you got the songs. The 22 songs is 5 to 6 songs from each artist off of the label. And I put the mix together, how it goes down. So like when you listen to it, you say, yeah, that's smooth. And then I get you with hard. Then I come back with the smooth. Then I hit you with the ladies crossover. So it's got everything for any person out there that loves music. I don't have country on it, but it's got the bangers on there, buddy.
Absolutely. Well. And go ahead.
SemiDev, we came. We put the Palo Life as the title of our EP on this New Beginnings album, and it's just a lead up to our 3-part album, which is coming out in the end of April, called Palo World. And within that, we're going to be talking about everything. I mean, from political to religion to crossover with the ladies. We got to bring the ladies into hip-hop as much as we can, even though they're ruling it right now as far as MCing, in my opinion. But we got it. It's a little startup, and for every artist, Solo FX, Solo Sway, and IXOGM, and SemiDev, we're all coming out with albums at the end of the month or the 1st of May. So this New Beginnings mixtape is like an intro for us to go. And plus the title, if you want to be honest, we kind of getting a little screwed over from Orchard with the distributing thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been pretty much doing pretty good on Spotify, but it just wasn't going. So we switched to TuneCore, and now we back to our independent thing of all freedom, and don't have to go through that. So absolutely. That's why we call the album New Beginnings.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it sounded like it was going to be a part of the series, because it's like, okay, New Beginnings, where are they going? Or where did they come from? So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, so that's exactly how I felt when we came up with the title. Now, this album was already in the works for over a year. These guys have been hitting it hard. Solo FX, Solo Sway, and IXOGM, and SemiDev. We all been hitting it hard. And for the audience out there that don't know, I'm not SemiDev. My name is Tata Seminole. We got Divinity, who does the vocals and the hooks in the group, and then we got our other band members. Just to clarify, because people always say, hey, you SemiDev? Yeah, I'm SemiDev, but I'm Tata Seminole. I'm the MC. In the group. So, you know, just to let it down, man, we was just hoping to get up on your show again and showcase this double album, mixtape. We're calling it mixtape, going back to the old school, but it's still the new school.
Absolutely. Is Divinity on?
Divinity, she's somewhere around. I would look, she'd be scared to come up on the radio. We was up on redefining-radio last week, and she finally got up on there and started talking. I'm like, come on, you doing all this singing and blowing on all these songs. You got to get up on the radio, girl. So she just got that little shyness to her on the radio. So if I can grab her before the interview's over, then I'll go grab her real quick.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So, as you guys were putting together this album, I imagine that the artists are sending you music back and forth. And well, how was the boardroom meeting? You know, did you lay the foundation of what you was looking for, like sound wise, or was it more
Well, what I did was I have faith, like me being creative director of the record label. Mm-hmm. I give these guys their freedom, so I knew they was gonna come and hit me with bangers. So each one of them sent me a whole album, and I'm like, okay. I was like, so I got a whole album to choose my 5 songs. So like, if you listen to IXOGM songs, I put together. I wanted, this brother can sing, but he has a phenomenal rap flow. So I wanted to showcase his rap flow, plus his singing abilities and his crossover music like that. That it's a strip club. That's my favorite. And then Solo FX, I know he was going to come with some new out the blue type of MCing. You know, when I listen to his music, it's different. So when he sent me his 10, just grab those 5, 6, okay, we doing that. And then Sway, which is our new artist from Atlanta, who does the drill rap, plus he's versatile. He got some crossover joints on there. I made sure of that, you know, and I got his, and then I took the 5, and then I started listening to all of them, and then I said, SemiDev, okay, we're going to give Palo Life. We wasn't going to give this EP to the mixtape, but I was like, damn, these guys got heaters, so let me just give this Palo Life EP real quick and see how it matches up with everything else. And I started listening to all the songs, started putting them in their little orders, and I was like, I got it. And then I called up G, you know, the other CEO of the company, and I said, listen, I got it, but it's not going to be 13 songs. We about to do 22 songs, and everybody's going to have an EP. And he was like, oh, that's a good idea. So we just did it, you know, and it came off. I'm very proud of the project. I think it's something different and new that's on the scene right now that's a little bit different. Like, if you listen from top to bottom, you can have a whole party. You know what I'm saying? You can invite your friends over, and you can find every type of track you can think of on that album. You know, just in my opinion. I mean, what do you think? Did you listen to the album?
I did. I listened to the entire record.
Okay.
And I think you crafted that one very well, sir. I'll tell you my yes, sir. I'll tell you my standout tracks. I put them in some notes here. Well, I sent it to Gregory when I first heard the album. I told him New Beginnings is a good tape, very mellow. Here are my tracks. Solo FX on Me, IXOGM for the Love, Solo Sway, Reality, SemiDev, New York City, SemiDev, Skit Bitches and Pussies, IXOGM, Hasta Luego. Those are my standout records. And my favorite is New York City.
Oh, see, I am blown, bro, because I was like, okay, when we wrote this song together, right, I had the idea. Remember that movie Escape from New York with Kurt Russell? And they turned the whole Manhattan into a jail population and all that?
I haven't seen it.
Do you know that movie?
No.
Okay, well, go check that movie out. It's pretty crazy. So I had that idea, like a wasteland, New York, just, crazy. Don't come to New York, without your team or you bringing some. So it was that idea. And the video that's in the mix right now is kind of a remake similar to the movie. So that was the idea. I even had a skit in front of the song, but we took that out when we put this on the EP, on the album, on the mixtape album. So the song, I was like surprised that you said that, because I like that. But I knew that Skits, Bitches, and Pussy, when I freestyled that song, I had you in mind because you got that hot seat. And remember, I told you before, I started as a battle rapper and turned into this multi-different genre type of writing MC. You know, I do it all. There ain't a challenge I can't get to. But I thought of you when I did that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna diss a lot of people, but I ain't gonna name no names. But I'm gonna tell you, yo, you gonna bring it, man, bring it, you know? And that's nothing to glorify. I mean, when I grew up in that life.
Yeah.
And thank God I got out. And I got out through Palo. See, Palo is a religion derived from Atlantic slave trade into Cuba. And those Africans, they practice it and synchronize it with Christianity so they can still practice. But it's a way of life for you and your ancestors to remind you of, hey, who you are. You see, so that's what I think Palo is. So I want to bring Palo to the world, but in entertainment, though. You know, entertainment. You know, and it's just, you know, I'm very happy that New York, because I was like, man, this New York is kind of hard. It's got the guitar riff on it. I don't know if people gonna remember Run DMC started that, but you know, are they gonna like this? And then when we finished it, I was like, oh, this is hard. I was like, this is crazy. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So something you mentioned, so battle rapping and dissing, and you know, what's in the news right now is that J. Cole apologized after he dissed Kendrick Lamar. And, you know, Kanye said, don't fix your lips to say something, then apologize. And I think somebody else said, don't pop shit and then apologize. But what do you think about that? Apology after a diss record. I just think when these kind of conversations and topics come up, I think people forget. Okay, hip hop was started with battle rap. When they was doing it in the early 80s and in the late 70s, they were rapping and capping on each other. Nobody caught feelings. Nobody pulled out guns and want to shoot you up. This is a battle rap, man. Get on. If you lost, you lost. That's why I challenge any rappers out there to go up like that Skits and Bitches. I think I rapped for like 4 minutes. Go ahead and try to battle that. You know what I'm saying? And it's no hard feelings. You know, I'm not talking about the Baby and Little Baby on that, but these baby-ass rappers think they want to run and control the game and got embarrassed off the stage. You know, that type of shit, come up and spit that you don't know. It's just a battle rap, though. At the end of the day, you're just rhyming. It's entertainment. It's like when we used to cap. Remember we used to cap back in the days on each other? That's what it is, you know? So I don't know, man. I just think they can spend their time more on embracing who won the battle. Yeah.
You feel me?
For real.
You know? So now I do have some things like when Tupac, remember when Tupac dropped that Hit 'Em Up? A lot of people was upset. I wasn't. And I like Biggie. Biggie is from where I'm from. But I was like, oh, he really got Biggie. What's next? You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for Biggie to come back, but then Pac died, I guess. And, you know, I don't really know the whole story behind it, but it's just rap. It's battle rap, man. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Not fight amongst each other. Let's get together and keep that alive. I like battle rap. I turn on the station and watch, you know, all those dudes that's on that stage. These dudes is hot. You know, I like it. That's why I did it.
Yes, indeed. Tata, you know, in this world of ours and the things that are seen and unseen, in your journey, what have you found is truly worth fighting for?
Man, to unlock the chains on the brains on humans. See, we're all lost and we just don't understand. Now, we have Western society that says this is the way that it was, but we don't know. Like, my truly belief is that all us humans here, we lost our way when the Anunnaki came and diced us up. We got that alien blood in us, which made us lose 10% of our brain and got us locked in a chain. You feel me? So like us out here fighting over melanin and skin, that's like the biggest thing to divide humans. So I'm like, nah, let's unlock brains. That's my big thing. You feel me? I love helping humans in positive ways, not negative. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, times we're living in. So did you get any superpowers yesterday?
Yo, brother, I'm going to tell you like this. All humans, listen, all humans on this planet Earth, we are born and we reincarnate back. We are souls of light. And when we're born to this planet in this human shell, which the Anunnaki tampered, see, they couldn't tamper with the soul, but they tampered with the physical. So that's why we're all confused and fighting each other. But we're beings of light. So when I did make ceremony, at the Palo, my eyes were open. And my ancestors started talking to me. And then I was able to start giving readings to people and tell them what their ancestors were saying. And then it was like, I was like, damn, this is like psychic powers. And it was, to be honest, you know? So it's like, I did gain something. I gained at least, I would say, 4% of my brain back.
Wow.
So I'm probably at 19 right now, you know? So, and I know the meaning of life. So the meaning of life is not to embrace your emotions, which peel off negative hate, cuts, scrapes, and rapes. You feel me? You got to fight against that. And then when you go to that positive, you can use that. Now, me as a Palo priest, right? I do know the dark arts. I do know the alchemy that other Paleros do, but I don't practice that. Now, if I have an enemy, somebody want to kill me and my family, then of course I'm going to go and have to fuck with them witches and them demons and, you know, them negative things over there just to protect Mars, you feel me? But I only base them with that light and that positive, which will change any human. I don't care what you've been through in life. If you embrace yourself and love yourself and teach yourself to be a better person, forget the next humans, because they're going through the same thing. Concentrate on yourself. And when I got ceremony, that's exactly what my ancestors told me. They said, no, learn yourself. Don't learn the magic. Don't learn the alchemy. Don't learn yourself. You was born dead, so don't forget that. And you are a child of Oya, who Oya is a Orisha deity from Africa who watches over the dead. So I was born dead, and when I got ceremony, they say, oh, you're a child of Oya. So, you know, that blew my mind. And I'm like, oh, man. So, you know, and then my dream with the music, it just happened. So I'm just trying to help humans, and then the music said something, boom, and then boy got the imprint, and I was like, oh, okay, it's time to make music now. You know, I was making music for the spirits 10 years ago. Man. You know, they was like, nah, you can't come out. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't put this out? I'm doing my reading. It's like, no, that's not time. And then 10 years later, it's time. You know, so that blew me away right there. I was like, man. So I'm writing all kinds of stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's like crazy.
So let me ask you this. Do you think there are witches and warlocks in the music industry, both of light and dark?
Of course there are, because what humans don't know, that, okay, if you go to any religious scriptures, most of them say that the Supreme created us in his image, or her image, or its image. So just on that, just tells you how powerful humans are. So even a human that don't know what I know can go and learn a spell and conjure up a demon and a witch to go get you. Now, can they kill you if you're weak? Yeah. If you don't love yourself? Yeah. Them demons and black witches will come to get you, and it will hurt you. But if you're strong in mind and you love yourself, might make you a little back hurt, or you might lose some money, get bad luck, you know, and then you just go back. But it can't go forever. And anytime you put something on another human, you get it 10 times back. So I definitely don't mess. Like, there's a lot of priests in this game, they do that, and they do it for money. And I'm like, man, you cursing yourself for money? I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
The Supreme say we must not do nothing to each other. We're supposed to love each other. You know, we're supposed to embrace each other and help each other. No matter what you are, no culture, whatever, the melanin in your skin, it don't matter. We're supposed to help and embrace each other, and through love. And through negativity is when we war. So when the Anunnaki comes out of the skies, let's all gather up and hit them with our powers. You know what I'm saying? That's just my whole thing. And if you take it back, man, this is history. And in their society, they say that the Sumerians, a culture lived 8,000 years ago, said these aliens came here and tampered with us humans here. You know, we were called the black-headed people, and then they tampered with us. And when there was a rebellion, and they couldn't keep us slaves, we overwhelmed them. So what they did was they went up in the mountains, and they created a new being, which was different. It was the Anunnaki sperm, and the Anunnaki, his sister, took a human egg and created the Adam Mu, which in the Bible means Adam, the first Adam. And that human, who is very wicked, who does not have a soul, and he walks among us. We just don't know. They walk among us, man. You know, and all of us, like the white race and the black race and this race, yeah, we're all the same, and we all got Anunnaki in us. No matter how dark you are. You know, they already did it to us. It's a proven fact in sciences. They say that something in our DNA is welded together, and they can't understand what that is. So I know, because our shell got messed with. So they messed with our shell, but they couldn't mess with the soul. So we reincarnated back through the bloodline. And sometimes we remember. That's what deja vu is. When you say deja vu, I remember, that was your past life of something that you remembered before. You don't know if you've been here, brother, 1,000 times, and you're just waiting to keep getting it, so you may ascend and become. Now, to change the shell of this physical body that we have here, I don't think that'll ever be changed. But souls that come back and keep remembering all their lives, they're superpowered, like me. I was able to break all the chains on the locks and do ceremony and really believe and see what I was into. I was in an imaginary world. Everything was fixed for me as far as my conscious, my heart, all of that, you know? And I walked a different path. Now, a lot of my other brothers and god sisters, they didn't really walk that path, but that's on them. That's not for me to judge. You live your life. You know, everybody lives their life and make it happy. You know, that's just something deep, man. I can get up on here and I can really tell you certain things. I can even, okay, real quick before we get to the next track. What's your birthday, brother?
May 24th.
Okay, mine's is May 25th. Blah, blah. What's up, Gemini? Now, check this out. This is the, okay, so you're 05, and you said 24, right? Boom, boom. So 25, 5, boom, boom, boom. 24, 9, boom, boom. You are a child of Obatala. Obatala was the first Orisha/angel, if you're Christian, that was created from the Supreme. And he was tasked to come and create us humans so the Supreme can put a soul in us, which we say Ashe, the power, his power. So, and he is also the God of white and pure. So alcohol for you, brother, I wouldn't even touch it, because every time you do, something bad will happen towards you, because it's not for you. Now, to come and say, hey, New Year's, sit back, that's fine. But to sit and get drunk and make that part of your life, you'll have a miserable life. Because Obatala, it was a story when creation, he drunk the palm wine and then started creating deformity people. That's why we have deformity in the world to this day. So he said he would never touch it. And that's the God of white. He symbolizes Jesus Christ in Christianity. So you are a child of him, and he watches over you every single day. No matter you good, bad, it don't matter. You were born under his number. And through numerology, I was able to find out who you were a child of. Now, you have many orishas. Every human is born with 5 orishas. That's your whole year and your birthday. There's 5 of them, and they guard you. So, like, for instance, I'm a child of Oya, but I'm also a child of Oshun, the goddess of the river, the goldness, the owner of marriage and just blessings. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm also a child of Orunmila, who Orunmila is God's voice. He is the god of divination. So when man couldn't understand what they did, Orunmila came down and gave the divination board to humans. So now we can divine with our ancestors, and we can divine with their Orisha to see what path should we go. What is the things that we should do? And boom. See, most humans were so broke up that we can't even really comprehend it when the messages come. But if you take a little piece of it, you'll see your life will get better. You know, and they're just here to guide you. They don't do evil. You'll hear some people say, oh, Reese's evil. No, they don't. They're spirits of light. And they're created to watch over us and guide us and show us how to be not perfect, but do your path. And since what happened to us with the Anunnaki is very serious, that when our souls leave this earth and come back, we must remember. We must remember who we was and who we are, so we can gain up more power to control this physical shell on this planet. You know, so it's pretty deep, brother. I mean, I'm a deep brother too, and I can go on hours with you. Like I said, I can come up on your show and we could do a whole show, and I'll show you the facts. Go ahead, Google it. Everything I said, Google it. About the Sumerians and all, Google it. That's how we got the Middle East, brother. The Middle East. Why the Middle East look like a bunch of mulattoes? Why? And they're in Africa? Because the Anunnaki, that was their first experiment. And through the Middle East, it spread through the whole entire world. So we're all Anunnaki beings. But then you have some, like I said, that are not. They look human, but they don't have a soul. So they are different. You know, so it's pretty deep, man. What you think about all that, man? I'm blowing your mind up yet?
Not yet. It sounds familiar.
Your listeners is getting something good, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
This is
good information, because if us as a species, if we're going to survive on this earth, we have to learn to compromise and communicate. The 2 C's, that's it. And we can do anything. We can get through anything. And if you combine your powers, boom, you know, you make an album like I just created. You know what I'm saying? It just things just will come out of your way, man.
Absolutely. All right. We don't want to forget the hot seat. And if you're ready, we are ready. And guys, if you don't know what the hot seat is, of course you know. This is why you tune into the show. But that's where our special guests get to perform for us. We played the music in the beginning because of technical difficulties from the tornado that just came through here. But our special guests get to perform for us, whether that's singing, rapping, poetry, spoken word, telling a joke, telling a story, giving advice, playing an instrument, or doing nothing at all. That's cool as well. But I think Tata Seminole is going to show out tonight, as he always does. So, Tata, if you ready? We are ready.
Okay, this I'm a freestyle a little something. We'll do half red, half freestyle. It's fall a man. I thrill pain like blood to a vein, criminally insane. Everything is strange, shocks in my brain, to my body. Strapped down at night so I don't harm nobody. Suicidal thoughts of murder blurs in my eyes. Deja vu of that angel dust I smoke in the sky. And that's that shit that got my head running and made me start gunning. I didn't remember nothing. Locked up in the coop for something, handcuffed to the bed. I see homicide coming. Short-term memory loss, 2 people murdered in the 1st degree. Insanity plea, because things ain't what they seem to be. A killer's dream is the ghetto scene, drugs and things left to hang. From life remains, walking through these flames that claim fame. Age of wild and nobody's safe at home. That man got his flesh blown to the bone. Childhood beatings, disobedience, family retreating from the crime scene. Screams of agony. That man got beat down badly. Assault with a deadly weapon and battery. Statewide knives, lies, animal incense. Some evolved shape, motivate. chopping with this nickel-plated weight, blood for blood. We took it personal. I sat down for the awesome. All right, hot seat, brother.
Nice. Man, before we let you go, where can our listeners connect with you online?
Where they can find us on Spotify, SemiDev, Solo FX, IXOGM, Solo Sway, all up on Spotify. Come check that double album out, What's Up Is Below, Presents, and Platinum Status. You can find us up on YouTube, all the platforms, all the major platforms you come with. Apple, Tidal, you name it, we up on there. But please, audience, come check out that New Beginnings. It's very important. This album is to fund us, to get us up on this road, so that way we can get out there and come to the neighborhood to you.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that, those live shows. And guys, that is a wrap on to. Oh, just in case you don't get those links, I will have them in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So all you guys have to do is just click those links. That's a wrap on today's deep dive with the incredible Tata Seminole of SemiDev, from the depths of their mystic influences to the heights of their genre-defying sounds. It's clear that SemiDev is not just making music, they're making statements. So thank you, SemiDev, for sharing your journey, your music, and your unyielding spirit with us. To our listeners, be sure to immerse yourself in the provocative world of New Beginnings. It's a very dope mixtape, I promise you. And the experience the power of SemiDev's music firsthand. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep rocking to the rhythm of rebellion. Goodbye for now, and never forget the revolution will be harmonized. Aye. Thank you, sir.
Yep, peace.
Hey, what's up? Long time. I forgot to mention that. Oh, by the way, this is Deanie, Vigilantes Radio Live, VP of Operations for Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, Only One Theory dropped a new single. It is called La Jefecita. It's on Spotify. As a matter of fact, it's on all major platforms. You should check it out right now. Oh, and by the way, there's also a visual on YouTube. It's hot. Check it out today. onlyonetheory.com. Check that out too. Peace. Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio Live. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, the app Podcast Addict, or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you like to request music or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That is V as in Victor. And here's my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Just kidding. On behalf of myself, Denny, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, at all social media sites, as well as Spreaker, YouTube. We always follow back. Okay, well, just remember to put yourself into everything that you do and never stop investing in yourself. Peace, love, grilled cheese, and talk with you later.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black-Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a 7th Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.
What's up, guys? It's Dini, and I want to welcome you on a journey of the heart and of the mind. These Fucking Feelings podcast is a beacon in the world of mental health advocacy, and it invites you to join a conversation that's changing lives. We are here to share, listen, and grow together. Led by the passionate Micah Bravery, alongside the insightful Rebecca and Crystal. This award-winning podcast dives deep into the human experience, from navigating relationships to coping with loss. No topic is off limits. It's about real stories and real emotions. These Fucking Feelings is more than just a show. It's a community, a place where vulnerable isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. You can find it across major platforms, including YouTube and Facebook Watch. This podcast is a touchstone for anyone seeking understanding and support. These Fucking Feelings podcast, where every emotion is valid and every story matters. Tune in and transform the way you see mental health.